Hello everybody, my name is Azuka Gujiba of Media Room Hub TV, and today we have two interesting guests in the building. A lot of you out there has been waiting to hear from them what happened, why they were in the Big Brother house. Today we have them here to tell us their experiences in the Big Brother house and why they decided to bury the hatchet. So TBoss, Kemen, you're welcome to Media Room Hub TV. Kemen and TBoss, how has it been after you guys left the house?
I hoped that it would be big, but since I got out, it's way more than I expected. The love, the not so much love, it's crazy. It's just, but so far it's been fun.
And for you, Kemen?
Well, same. Fun, love, mix,
Emotions.
acceptability, but all the same, the platform was worth it, yeah.
Well, I'll throw this question to TBoss. How has it been, how has it affected you, the whole drama, and how have you been able to manage it individually?
I had this really silly habit of reading the comments people put up on my pictures, but a lot of hate. It's been really difficult dealing with that because I used to cry in the beginning. At this point, I don't even see it anymore. It used to hurt me a lot, because people twisted the whole thing, like in a very, very bad knot. And it felt like no matter what I did, or no matter what I tried to say, it was misinterpreted the wrong way. So that really made me feel sad, because it's like nobody cared to even find out the truth. Nobody was interested in the positive, or it's all about they fed off that negative news, and that was what they ran away with.
Oh, yeah. And Kemen?
Just like TBoss said, a lot of things were not analyzed in the right way, and it did cause a lot of damage to our personalities.
Mm-hmm.
It gave her some undeserving negativity. The way it was placed, it made it look like TBoss was the one who, laid the allegation, but the truth was that she didn't go out there to say this was what happened to me. It was
because the truth is I didn't even know
in
the first place. I didn't know about the incident, what had happened. I didn't have a clue about it. The whole day we were cool.
Yeah, we were cool.
Where we had party ranking in the house. We had a fun day, just preparing for the possible eviction. And I didn't have a clue about what was going on, So just for me to see the video, of course I was hurt. I was angry. I was ashamed. I just wanted to. But that was it.
And
the next thing you were.
Yeah, and moving on from there, like I said, I really wish that we had an opportunity to talk, I and TBoss, before leaving the house. I really wish we had the opportunity to talk. I really wish it was possible for us to be called into the diary room together to analyze, the video that was out there that led to my disqualification. Because coming out of the house, there were a lot of things out there. You wouldn't know which one to talk for and which one to talk against. I heard people say things like, people that were perceived to be in support of me would say things like, why would she say she didn't hear when you were touching her? And I'm like, there was no touch. There was no touch down there. So the whole didn't she hear didn't even come into play. You understand?
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that you were not dead. How would you act? How would you say that you didn't feel someone was touching you?
So some other people say things like, how about when she been they give you green light now? A lot of people say things about green light. I'm like, the whole issue of green light didn't even come in. We had a cordial relationship in their house. We were mutual friends. You get so. And that was how it is. I showed great respect to TBoss while I was in the house, and I wouldn't change that for any reason whatsoever. But of course the decision for the purpose of people that would get confused at this point, was based on a house rule, you know, that says that Big Brother is responsible for the safety of the housemate. Yeah. And
do you guys think that it was you guys were set up?
No, it was not a case. That's why I said it was a clear case of there's a house rule that says everything that happens in the house, especially when it comes to some sort of relationship, has to be consented to. And of course, in that issue, what happened, there was an issue of unconsented touch. There was an issue of unconsented touch, but my disqualification was not because, forgive my language, slipping my hands into TBoss's pants, because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But of course, there was a case of touching her without her consent, which Big Brother says, okay, all housemates should be safe, should be protected. So because of that, you have violated the house rule. So, but you know, people twisted it. I've been called several names. I've been called a rapist. I've been called a sexual molester, and all sorts. And she also have been seen as a pretender. And the whole thing was there was too much.
A lot of people blame me for his disqualification.
Yeah.
And I just got to find out today that he actually knew that he was going to get disqualified. I didn't know this. No, I found out the minute every other housemate found out, you know. So that really hurt me, because I did consider him a friend in the house, you know. But the issue of green lights, or no, that never came into play. He always motivated me and pushed me to push myself, you know, to be more interactive with the housemates. So yeah, it was just a really silly incident.
Okay, now that you guys are talking, do you guys have plans to work together in the future? Or?
Well, for me, TBoss has always been one of those housemates that wanted to be friends with outside the house. I had a couple of plans that I thought I would be able to execute with her on board, of course, with other housemates. So if she gives me the opportunity, I'd love to do some stuff with her, business related. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is back to TBoss. In your past interviews, you refrained from talking about the issue. So what has changed now about the incident in the house that led to his eviction?
I didn't speak about it because I wasn't ready. And I like to be prepared in my head, first of all, because I realized since I came out of the house that no matter what I say or what I do or don't do is misinterpreted, read the wrong way. I didn't want to be put under pressure, you know, to speak about it, because I was still very hurt. I was still very angry at him, because I really felt betrayed. And what happened in the house is actually forgivable, but it's the interviews that I saw afterwards that I wasn't okay with, because it was spun out of context as well. But now I'm in a good place, and I just thought, what I have forgiven him already in my heart. I didn't come out to say it, because it's not everything you come out to say. But a lot of people have been speaking to me about, you know, forgive. I already forgave, but I was like, you know, I don't want to talk. They kept putting pressure, you included, you know. And now I just took hold of the opportunity that he was going to be at a 4-player play, and I was also, you know what, why don't we just bury the hatchet? What's the point? So now I'm comfortable enough to speak about it.
Yeah, people that on social media are suggesting you guys might be dating. So are you considering that?
No.
Okay. I'm back to Kemen. Kemen, how do you feel about this reconciliation, knowing the fact that you guys were good friends in the house, and this led to a lot of misunderstanding and people saying whatnot?
The truth is, I've always wanted to talk with her. And I told myself that whatever she decides at the end of the day, I need to have an opportunity to to talk with her. She needs to hear me out because that's the one thing we lacked before I left the house. And but that was a bit difficult to achieve. I spoke to a couple of people about the fact that I really needed us to talk. I mean, whatever she chooses to decide at the end of the day, but she should hear me out. Let you know, I feel good. I feel good because not just because we've worked things out, but because I can now totally feel like I've forgiven myself. Because I mean, I now understand her pains, and she has been able to say, okay, I believe you to this point. You hurt me. She was able to let me know where I really hurt her. And I mean, once again, I sincerely apologize to what the whole issue have caused you, the drama, the trauma, everything. And hopefully, as we get along, if I can, I'll make it up to you if given the opportunity. Yeah.
Okay. Now that both of you are friends, we're happy about this good news. What will you do differently
Well,
to, you know, like to move forward and let people know that people in life have issues, but there's a time for them to make up?
well, I keep the one answer I give is I don't think there's anything I'll do differently, but I just think I'll do everything moderately. Exactly, but because the one lesson I've learned is the fact that there's a need for us to be very conscious about the next person.
Sorry, I was going to ask you too, because I remember the backlash you had on social media. How were you able to stay positive? I mean, I read some of the comments. I'm like, I hope this guy doesn't go and do something nasty. How were you able to, like, you know, stay very positive and still be able to go out to events and act as if nothing is happening?
Without trying to sound too spiritual, I'll say God gave me an unusual strength, because I mean, I sit back now and I ask myself, how was I able?
About the comments.
There were times I broke down seriously. There were days I would stay up the whole night without sleeping. There were days where I couldn't pick up. I remember my dad called me. I didn't pick up my dad's call. I didn't pick up my mom's call. You know, because I didn't know what I knew they were calling to maybe give me a word or two of encouragement, but I didn't know how to face them because I thought I had disappointed the whole world. You know, but I was surrounded by very positive friends, and I mean, the Nigerian society is one that, you know, just believes in giving people an opportunity to prove that they are better persons, you know. So everything just worked out well gradually. Yeah.
So finally, what do you guys have to say to your fans out there, to the TBoss Nation members and Kemen Fitness?
I know. How is that saying? To err is human, to forgive is divine. And this scenario, this whole incident has taught me just how amazing I really am. And it's difficult, you know, because watching the video, you see something. I felt a whole lot of betrayal and disappointment from someone I considered a friend, you know. But I also realized oh my God, life is too short. Life is just too short, you know. I don't want to keep dragging this unnecessary baggage, because I'm always going to bump into Kemen. And I can't be walking around like squeezing my face or like hating him, or I do the ignoring thing, like I would just ignore you. I don't want to do that, because we have a history which wasn't unpleasant until, you know. So what's the point? Why am I dragging that? I have too many things to deal with in my life, you know. Why not forgive the guy? He has made a lot of attempts to get to me. A lot of people have spoken to me. I don't want to sound like a knucklehead, you know. So I forgave, but I didn't come out until this opportunity presented itself, and we all jumped on board. So we're good. myself and Kemen, we're good. Boss Nation, please, you guys don't attack him. Please don't attack me. I've gotten so much negative stuff from people. Let's just move on. And the funny thing is, for all of y'all out there who are not happy about this, I don't care. Like, get on board. Like, seriously, get on board. Let's just be happy. Spread love, you know?
Okay, yeah. She said everything. There's a need to always be peaceful, maintaining peaceful coexistence generally. So I'm happy. The message I have out there is there is no issue that can be resolved through dialogue. And social media guys, I'm gonna cool down small.
Like,
I
really
beg.
cool
I'm
down.
gonna cool down small.
Cool down.
Doing this does not make accepting that we get to talk does not make her a weaker person. Neither does it make me a weak person. It just
I think it makes us stronger because
Exactly.
we've risen above all the hate and what was or what wasn't. You know, we've decided to rise above it all and let love. That does not mean, please, to anyone who's going to twist things around, this does not mean that I actually knew what was happening or whatever. I found out at night on Sunday, that eviction night. So, no, I did not know about it in the first place.
What she means is there was no issue of consent, there was no issue of green light, there was no issue of assault. It was
so let's just move on.
Let's move on.
Let's just move on.
Okay, nice. We're happy. Everything is
Sorted.
sorted. Yeah. Thank you guys for finding time to come to the studio, and we hope to see more of TBoss and Kemen working together in the future.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Obviously. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
too.
All right.
Bye.